Oh, this looks fun. What? Ooh, it matches the color. Look at that. The outside color matches the inside. Look.
It's not just the normal, like generic gray color in the car.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a little
It's a
detail.
nice touch.
It's a nice screen too. So, Paolo, given the fact that we're the last people to drive this darn car, in the Philippines at least, what are we driving?
We are driving the Geely Coolray Sport. We're a bit late with testing this car. I mean, the two of us.
Everyone else got that. Well, okay, I drove it before it had a name, which was in China, and it was really interesting then. I actually drove it completely blacked out and used just the system to drive, which was pretty interesting. When Paolo showed up, he had this big smile on his face. He was like, I really understand why everybody likes this car.
Yeah. It's a mix of the way it drives, the technology it comes with, the pleasantries in the interior, and of course, the price. So this one is a top-of-the-line turbo variant for the Geely Coolray, and it comes in at 1,198,000. In terms of exterior, this top-of-the-line sport variant has two-tone colors. So the body color and the black top with a little bit sporty of a spoiler that has an S on it. It also has full LED lamps on both the headlights and tail lamps. And in terms of the interior, you get this red accent on the dashboard, red accents on the seat. So those are the big differences.
Here as well.
Yeah.
I do like the interior. I like just about everything in the car. The screen is so good, it's distracting. Every time you take a curve, it does that, which makes you look at it because it looks so cool.
Yeah.
I really like the design of this thing.
The interior is a mix of hard plastics and some leather. It has leather seats, leather wrapped steering wheel, and a soft touch on the top of the dashboard.
You've got different surfaces. You've got this surface here. You've got this surface here, which is silvery. This is leather looking. Then you've got the usual hard plastic here, but they are kind of melded together. You've got the black line that goes across there.
It does.
This thing kind of flows. Especially from the back, it does flow. It looks excellent. You could improve the material, but that would drastically increase cost.
Indeed, and the cost is one of the biggest selling points of this car.
Yeah, the positive thing is with this type of material, you're not that worried about banging it around. There's no sound.
It's very quiet inside.
Yeah.
Even press the horn.
Yeah, that's true. It's isolating. It's isolated. The aircon switches are normal.
It's climate control.
Okay.
There's one zone.
There's no button for the stereo.
There's only a power button and the control
Okay,
for the volume.
that's not bad. That's not that bad. You just hit up or down there.
Which is a bit of a surprise in a Chinese car because usually they just have it all in the screen.
Yeah.
And on your steering wheel. I think the Coolray has one of the best in terms of its price point and the class. Its clear rival, of course, is Ford Territory. The Ford Territory, though, starts at around the same price, the lowest variant. The Territory had all the bells and whistles, all the technology, similar to what this one had. But this one feels much better, like how everything's constructed, the touch of the buttons, the materials on the interior. The only thing this one lacks is that it doesn't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Okay. This one only has 3D Link, so screen mirroring. Personally, it's one major con for the car. But those are also things that you can add to your car. The Territory has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but I would still get this one in the end because of the way it drives.
It's so soft,
Right?
It's so easy to drive.
You can eat it with your pinky.
Soft. And yet it's got paddles.
Nice feeling paddles.
Yeah.
Nice smooth leather steering wheel. And in terms of convenience features, it has cruise control, a speed limiter. You can easily turn it off with the button on the steering wheel.
Oh, the limb, LIM.
The limb, yeah.
Okay.
It has the same 1.5 liter gasoline engine that's put in the Okavango and the same 7-speed like dual clutch transmission. One of the first things I noticed when I got this car was that in terms of power delivery compared to the Okavango, this one's very responsive. The weight is 1,440 kilograms. The Okavango comes in at 1,590 kilograms. So it's around 150 kilograms of gap. Not much.
I don't think it's that much.
Yeah. So it has something to do with the tuning.
Maybe. The heck with Echo, we're going. Oh, that was fast. That was quick.
It is, right?
You know, there's some cars when you press the Echo button, nothing happens. This one, when you press it, it suddenly gets you going faster if you're on the gas. So
it's very instantaneous.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's got some pickup.
Yeah. I was really surprised when I first had it. I was like, wow, that I did not expect.
There seems to be standard, then there's Echo, turn off eco and go standard, then you go sport. So there is a third regular mode. Okay, so now we're in eco mode, and the throttle response is a little bit slower. That's fine. Now let's go off eco mode, go into regular mode. No, once you get this thing going, it really kind of throws its speed forward. It's pretty fun.
It really is.
It really reminds me of like the early 2000 Civics, which I think are just great. Yeah, in sport, it's really aggressive.
It really is.
Turn off sport. Yeah, you're kind of like directing a pop car type thing. It's fun. This thing in electric would be cool.
Oh yeah.
This is a car I would not tell my son. I would hide the sport button.
Oh yeah. It's a very good sport mode.
I mean, look at how it handles a curve. It handles sudden stops, sudden moves. You can't do much, but it's solid. Yeah, this car makes you want to play with it.
Yep, it does. I mean, I'm glad I drove it to NLEX. It was very comfy, but when I wanted to pick it, it does so easily.
The steering wheel is small.
It's smaller than the usual.
Go play.
It feels sporty.
It's electric steering, so the feel isn't, there.
I think it's more enjoyable, the light steering, because it's a small car.
Yeah.
Unlike if you're in a bigger car and it has light steering, you feel a bit iffy because...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're not helping! It's like motorcycle or dog? Which one do we value?
It's a difference of 100,000 from this one and the next lower one.
Okay, so what would you be taking away with the lower one?
So these red accents, the two-tone colors, and the spoiler, and the front skirts and the rear skirts.
Okay, so you have the
so
same...
it's all aesthetics.
Would you take this car or would you take the lower car?
The smarter choice would be the lower one because if you compare it to its competitors, the price is significantly lower. So it's 100,000 cheaper than the entry-level territory. I wouldn't even say that you're taking a chance because I think Geely is a brand that's worth giving your trust to.
Yeah, this is a car that moved my neighbor from Mazda to this.
Yeah, this car has converted Toyota believers.
Well, the other thing, and Geely did this very well, was they didn't make the discussion about where's this car from.
Yeah. Usually when the brands display their cars in malls, like people don't really look at it. But when this was first launched, everyone, whether it was a dad or a young guy, they were all looking at it. And when I overheard the conversations, I was like, wow, at that price, huh? Geely doesn't care if you say it's from China because they let the car speak for itself.
Yeah, I actually asked the expats there, like, why does this feel so different from all the other Chinese car companies? It goes like, because we're not Chinese. Because we're a global company. I have complete faith in the structure behind Geely.
And this one, by the way, has almost 12,000 kilometers in it. So,
really?
Yeah, so impressive.
I gotta tell you, I thought it was new.
So that's worth noting.
That's why when people ask me, it's like, would you buy a Geely Coolray? I think, no question. Yeah. No question. So, who's this car for, Paulo? Besides you and me.
At first glance, it's for someone like me, a young professional getting his first car, but it's also someone who's had a lot of cars in his time, and it's something that can get them excited. This
car is for the father who wants to get his kid into driving because this car will engage you.
Even the father will have fun with it.
Yeah, well, I would like it. Okay, I would enjoy driving it daily. It has been a no-brainer car for me. I like it because it just gives me more than I expect from it. It kind of satisfies my need for having a car that's a little more interesting. But it's not just power either. Yeah. That's the thing. Everything kind of works.
Yep.
This is a fun little car,
right? It is.
You know, you wouldn't want a boring car after this. That's 1.2 million bucks.
Oh, yeah.
And you're happy.
You are. And I understand why this is the best-selling car in the segment. Not even Geely. Because I expected the nice interior, the nice features, but the drive was what surprised me. I always looked forward to getting in the car every day I had this car.
I was the one when we had this discussion of which Geely would you get. I think I ended up on the Ascara. I gotta say, I might change my mind.
This one. Welcome.
I might go with welcome to the dark side. See, look at it, it's just so fun, dude. This is such a nice little car. They clearly had a little bit more engagement in mind when they made this car.
Indeed. Very well said.
So, thank you. Thank you, Paulo. I don't know if I find the ride a bit stiffer than I would like.
But I think that helps the handle.
It does. That's the thing. It's kind of at the level where people would say, yeah, we like the European cars because they handle better. We like the stiffness versus the softness of the Americans or the slight softness of the Japanese. So it's really just, I'm nitpicking. I like the car. I give up. I think it's a nice car.